Right, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that's strange. I don't know if I've made the intro twice now or something, but my microphone seems to be dropping out. But here we are, we're all good to go. I should probably edit that part out. I probably will forget. I am using a different map mod here today. It was sent to me by a user on Steam, and I really do quite like it. I've of course modded it so we actually have the different looking unit icons, which I do very much like, actually. But yeah, this map is actually rather impressive. We do get a lot of detail that we didn't have previously before. And I really do like that. I think it does add to a lot of the immersion there. Which is quite nice, actually. Right. So, I suppose in some ways it's a little bit harder for people to understand what's going on at a moment's notice, as obviously the colours aren't going to be as recognisable as they were before. But of course our front is down here to the south. Yeah, I probably should go with like colour coding, but at least we know what is ours a little bit easier. But I suppose green, the solid tan colour, and then the like elements of the purple. Yes, okay. So from what we can see here then, the German forces obviously do have elements of the Soviet army surrounded here. There's a couple of divisions surrounded. The Reds are trying to dig in here. I mean, we are too far now from Smolensk. Doesn't look like a great situation over there in Smolensk either. So that's going to be a rather intriguing one. Now, yeah, there's a large concentration of armor there. And we can see that these are divisions as well, so there's a couple of the panzer divisions here, quite a lot of them. So it's going to be a very, very difficult battle, I can see, for my allies over here. And there looks to be some airborne brigades over here, just on the front lines, just to sort of hold something, just to prevent movement without any resistance. Yeah, we can see here that we have fallen back the north, towards Leningrad. Yeah, the Finnish forces moving in here. It's looking like a very interesting situation to the north. Our own situation down here is an interesting one. Now, we have been forced back over here then in the south. That was to be expected. We did talk about really, well, I suppose you could say, trying to have some sort of forward position. We knew it wasn't going to last. If we take a look then, we'll find out the battles have taken place. Where does one look? There we go, battle sites. Okay. Can I... okay. We'll sort by Batman. As we can see here that bombing, yeah, retreated. I mean, we only had the NKVD. The cavalry division and airborne. Looks as if... yep, okay. The regiment was shattered. The ground forces were bombed. Okay. If we take a look over here then, ground forces bombed. Yep, enemy ground forces. Not bad, not bad. Okay. The 30th was pushed out. Right. We can see some reconnaissance here by the Axis forces. We did have two fighters actually answer that. And of course we do have the 76mm AA guns there, but nothing too spectacular could be done. We can see here that we have been pushed back across the river. Yeah, we've been pushed back over here and over here as well. So it's going to get somewhat interesting now, as we are more than likely going to have to fall back from the river Dnieper. Yeah, but the Dnieper River. Hello there, zombie. How you doing, my friend? Yes, okay, so let's take a look here. So, 56th Division, 62nd Division. Yep, I'm using a different map mod here. So this one is rather more detailed than the base game. I mean, you can take a look over here then, and if I take this off, you can see here just how many more city names, town names, that sort of thing. It's actually quite nice. It does add a lot more to the game, I'd say. It actually makes it somewhat more immersive. Now, the names are in, I think they're German names. Yeah, these are German names. So, I mean, this is fantastic if you're playing as the Axis, and this is fantastic because you get an actual German take on the actual world map, which is rather intriguing. But the map is very nice, actually. Some nice detail, which is cool. Okay. I think we're in for a difficult time. We can see here that the Axis do, of course, have some divisions across the roads, sorry, across the bloody river. No, I don't think we have much of a chance to push them back considering their strength, and, well, there's the one division here. I mean, if I had the strength, I'd love to try and push that back. But if we take a look, yeah, we no longer have a fortified position. We don't have a fortified position here. Our troops have just not been able to dig in, really. Indeed. You don't like him? I mean, I can try him out. I'm using them this one time. If people don't like him, then I can change them. I did like them in Wander West, but I suppose it might be a little bit clearer to see the situation there. Where are my NATO counters? Oh dear. What fighters from the bulk of Soviet IAPs at the moment? I've formed the bulk. Ah, it's a good question, I suppose. Let's take a look. I wish I could sort this. Soviet Union. There we go. Production filter. Types. Right. Now, of course, we do have the Big Freeze as our main fighter, well, our listed fighter. But, of course, we do have the many numbers of models here. It seems, in terms of numbers, then, there's quite a lot of the LAGG Freeze. Yeah, that's quite a large capacity. Very nice. Okay. Now we do have our orders, which we are going to carry out. Let's take a look at them. Okay, so let's take a look at the information here. The enemy has left several holes in their front in this sector. Invite an aggressive raid to cut or pinch supply or displace HQs and air bases. Additionally, the two bridgeheads on the north of Dnieper in the vicinity of Jakarta. Right. Let's try and open that up a little bit larger then so we can see that. Let's bring that over here. Here we go. Okay. Let's take a look then. Yep, German Panzer Corps begging to be isolated. We do see here, could be dislodged. Yeah, just obviously try to hold the line here. There's not much that can be done there. Probably can be dislodged. We'll have to try that one actually. Okay, that's quite handy. We'll take a look at the rest of our orders then. Okay. Yeah, so we are considering pulling back then. Right. It's going to be an interesting one actually to try and figure out how we're going to do this. Because at the end of the day, we do need to be careful. Yep, I mean I could probably change things over. But we'll change them over next episode then. I'll see what people think. Now, there's some good points made there with the actual information, the actual intel. So it seems like, yeah, he's absolutely correct here. We could actually try to cut them off if we have something available. I do have armor there, but it seems like our movement is just not as much as I would have liked it to be. Yeah, flying varnish coffins. I don't know if the enemy actually has something here. It doesn't appear that we can move much beyond this initial line here. Now, that could be wrong, it could be right, it's hard to say. It could be the zone of controls here, but it doesn't look as if we have much room there. If we pull back, where the hell are we going to set up? I'd imagine we'd be setting up on the river line over here. Yeah. I'd imagine this is where we'd be heading back to. The River Don. Which is quite distant, frankly. Issue is we are going to be pulling back towards Kursk, really. Jarkow. So I'm going to be pronouncing these city names in German now, and I'm going to be like, okay, where's City X? Okay. It's a tough one. It is a tough one. I could throw back the Romanian Cavalry Brigade over here. I think that's probably not a bad idea, really. We need like a gradual pullout. Yeah, it is a long way, isn't it? I think what we'll do is attempt to throw them back over here. I suppose the question is we could try to hold them here. We still have positions in place that do have a chance of holding. Like obviously here in the north, we do have a much greater chance to hold on there. It's more so... I mean, the situation down here is easier. It seems like Odessa has finally fallen, unfortunately. But we can try here. I mean, I don't have much though. 170th Division. I have but the 212th Airborne Corps, sorry, Airborne Brigade. We do have the 25th NKVD Border Regiment, but that's not too much. I do have the 26th Cavalry Division. Yeah. It does, but at the end of the day, I suppose land only means so much, and it would be retaken in the future anyhow. Right. At the end of the day, we need to survive, don't we? We'll have to figure this one out then. I mean, we do have these headquarters over here, so we have the 7th Front headquarters, we also have the Coastal Army headquarters. I'll have the Coastal Army headquarters actually head down here into Crimea. Yeah, it seems like we only have that option. I mean, I can try and hold here, but it is going to be a bloodbath. It may be worth having an opposed... I can only put about 2,000 troops in that way. Yeah, pretty much. Right. I do have the cavalry division, but obviously we need the cavalry division elsewhere. But this is a core over here, so I'm going to actually try and make use of this core. We are going to try and make a stand here to the south. It is obviously going to be pushed back, but I really can't allow them free reign down here. We do have to give them something of an opposed action. Otherwise, they are going to be steaming all over us. Okay, you're unready at the moment. Well, what I'll do is I'll have you placed on refit, and we are going to have you sent... let's take a look at the terrain here. So what do we have? Clear terrain. Clear. 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 I don't have any fortified positions here. We do have a town here. So we'll make our stand here. Yep, this is with a new map mod and counters. I'm just going to see how this works, really. See what people's opinion of it is, and we can always change in the future. So that's not an issue at all. But it's a very interesting mod. It's one that, well, it's a very interesting map. It's one that obviously is, I mean, I'm not entirely sure where it's from. Like what kind of atlas it's from, or from what era. But it all is in German, which is rather interesting. So we see here, like, Russland and etc. Like, yeah, Südost, Prussia, There we go, West Prussia, East Prussia. I'll have them sent over here to the town. Place the core command to the rear then. We just need to hold on here. And there's really not much of an option. I do have a division there. We can attempt to hold the position here for the time being, considering that the main push is probably going to come in this location. It might be worth it to try and establish a fallback position at Poltava, perhaps. That could be worthwhile. I think what we'll do is actually take some of the forces from down here. I mean, the thing is, I could try to perform some forward reconnaissance to try and gather an idea of what we're facing here. Now, we did have our... Yeah. See, it looks as if there's nothing here. I'm going to take that. I could try to actually isolate the 10th motorized, perhaps. I mean, that could be done. What are the trade-offs between holding ground to keep factories and slow down the Germans until they run out of momentum, or retreat into a defensive line to save the army? See, this is it. We're in a position where we're trying to achieve both, really. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try and push the Romanian cavalry back over here, which we can probably do that. I'd say with the German infantry division over here, it's going to be difficult. I might try to reinforce the sector to a degree to see what we actually have available to do so with. But we are going to be looking to obviously pull back. But the thing is, I can't just shift everything immediately, because we're not going to be in any sort of position where we're entrenched. And this is obviously a good, solid defensive line. Well, really, it's obviously one of the best natural fortifications we'll get. It's going to be rough due to the fact that the Germans are now in force and they're concentrating. But we have to try and hold them and punish them as best we can. It looks just majority infantry over here to the north, which obviously they're going to struggle. I might pull back from these positions over here. I suppose the issue with that is then we do surrender some nice positions. I mean, these aren't fortified, but this is still rough terrain. But I suppose, what are we really gaining from that? I can't counterattack. So it might be worthwhile just to pull back and use these troops over here, actually. I could reinforce parts of the line that are weaker. I mean, these positions aren't bad at all. I mean, for example, I could use these men over here and have them reinforce a different part of the line. Yeah, the 20th Tank Division is not actually ready for combat, however. Yeah, we do have a solid position here. I do have a forward position over here, which you can't see. Which is quite nice, but the thing is I could abandon that position to actually free up another division. No. Oh, well, to be honest, I could actually hold the actual city there. I could have this division move south, well, move down here really to actually aid. Has Kharkov had its factories evacuated yet? We'll take a look then. Kharkov. I'm going to assume this is Kharkov in German. Yeah, it's Kharkov. There's still some production here. I don't know if any of it's been touched. I mean, I'm not responsible for that one, so I generally do not know that. I do have the 52nd Tank Division over here. That's good. I'll say we'll hold the town here, considering the fact that this is probably the best we're going to get in terms of actual defensive positions here. And if they're forced back, they'll be forced back across the river. The fortifications are almost done, actually. What I could do is maybe take one of these airborne brigades and have them sent over here to dig in. Right. And this is it. We are going to try and re-establish our position here. I mean, this is where the majority of our forces are. I mean, this we have probably a better chance to hold against. Well, at least slow them down. It's not going to be easy. We're not going to be able to stop the German divisions, but it will slow them, well, slow them down to a degree. And what is the terrain like here? Clear terrain, clear terrain. Okay. Here we have clear terrain, but they do have a town, lucky bastards. So it'd be very nice to actually retake that town. Okay. Right. Could move there. I do have some spare forces. I do have a 216th Motorized Division. What I could do is, so we have another another forward position over here as well. Now, granted this is in rough terrain, but it might be worthwhile to actually fall back across the river. If I fall back across the river, Dnieper, or Dnieper, however the hell we pronounce it, with that division, it does give me, some additional men, and I have a little bit more frontage than I can actually use, which would be really, really handy. Definitely needed in my opinion. Okay. And the troops aren't going to be destroyed unless they are surrounded, and the Soviets have a lot of troops, so it should be worth it thrown there. We'll see. I will look to retreat, but I'm not going to do it so very quickly. I'm not going to pull back immediately. But we'll see what we can do. I think what we'll do is we'll try to assess the situation on the front and then use that as our barometer to really see what we can manage. Okay. So I could move there, which I will do. I'll take this division over here from the front lines. Well, actually, what I'll do then is we have the 295th. I'll take the 295th over here. I'll have this division move the 299th. There we go. Okay, so if I take a look, they do not have any fortifications. It's only a cavalry brigade, which is quite nice. There's no fortifications, so of course they're not going to be able to do anything there to aid themselves. Well, it's not going to come in anytime soon. Hello there, keep how you do, my friend. Okay. Let's see, how much can I put together here? So, that looks like overwhelming force. I'm going to go ahead and use overwhelming force to ensure that we actually do push them back. Right, we actually rout them, which is actually a very good result there. Okay, that's actually probably one of the best results we could have asked for there. Now, it does cost us quite a few men. I mean, to say that these are only Romanian troops, this actually does cost us quite a few men. And to say that we attacked in, yeah, definitely overwhelming numbers, vastly more artillery. Yeah. But still, we pushed them back. And we routed them, which is quite nice. At least they're not going to be in danger again for some time, until they reform. So that's good. Okay, we'll move in then to re-secure the town. Now, as you can see here, our defensive... yeah, defensive combat value isn't going to be as high, so we'll push here anyway. Okay. It is going to be fought for, but I think it is worthwhile pushing them back. Now, it'd be great to try and push them back over here. Genuinely would be. And I could try to manage it, but I'd rather keep my strength up. We do have the 219th motorized. See, a little bit of armor here could actually try. Okay. We'll see what we can do over here, because if we actually have the opportunity to cut off this force, that would be really quite nice. Okay. Yeah, I do have a few divisions over here, but I can actually have transferred. What I'll do then is use the cavalry. Move you across the river here. Move the second... Then I'll move the 44th. Whoa, actually no, I didn't mean to do that. That looks like we had a... Fuck. It looks like we had a lot more movement available there. And I clicked it before we actually really looked at that. I noticed it just as we did it. But it looks as though that's opened up some more room here. And so that's fine by me. Okay. I just need a couple hexes. We still have a fair amount of movement here, so we'll move forward. Okay, I can move again, it seems. See, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the cavalry over here to the rough position that we did previously abandon. The reason for that is, well, it doesn't look as if they're going to have much in the way of defense, but as long as they hold that position there, that's fine by me. It means that our flank will be a little bit more secure, because what I'm going to do here is actually use the cavalry to cut off the German corps over here. Okay. One more hex. There we go. So the enemy is now technically cut off. Okay. Have you reassigned to that headquarters? Okay, so we've cut off the 10th Motorized Division, the 13th Panzer, the 25th Motorized, the Das Reich SS Motorized Division, and the 3rd Panzer Corps headquarters. Very good. We do have some more reinforcements over here, actually. They're already on the rail line, which is very handy. I think we need to take advantage of this situation, actually transfer some forces over here. Perform something of a limited counterattack. The reason for this could be quite nice. I think we definitely need to reinforce the endangered part of the line. More so, but if I use my fast-moving elements, or at least my elements that can move quite quickly, of course that being the cavalry, we could try to check the Axis advance in this area to a degree. At least make it somewhat more risky for them. Put them through a little bit more hell than they would normally have to go through. Hello there, Artem, my friend, how you doing? I'm tempted to actually use the cavalry over here. I think that'd be a good idea. That's part of that core, however. I'll use the 47th. Well, actually, let's bring this back up, so let's see. Right, I could actually try to cause some damage here to the rear then, it seems. That could be a very, very nice goal there. I think we'll try that. I think we should. Something of a limited counterattack could be very interesting. Okay. So move here. Now that I have that, I can try and probe forward a little bit further. I know, right? We've unfortunately been breached. Move this headquarters forward. I'm going to have these, let's see, the 49th Tank Division. The 44th Tank Division is actually very nice, very strong. I'll have that made available to be moved out to this area over here. I reckon a smidgen of armor could make a big difference. I'd like to try and dislodge the enemy air bases over here. Especially this one here. Looks like a lot of reconnaissance. That would be very nice. I don't know what this force is over here. Now, I do still have an infantry division available. Let's see, do I have any information here suggested from the intel? That looks to be just a combat unit. Yeah, if we can get in amongst the headquarters here, that would actually really hurt them. Yeah, we'll have a go at trying to put something together to dislodge this here. I mean, if we do that, then the Axis does not actually have a bridgehead anymore, which does make it far harder for them once again. It means they will have to spend resources. I mean, I could advance over here, across the river, but if we take a look at these fortified positions, how are they going? 72%, 2% only here, 80%, 24, okay. We'll see, because it would be nice, obviously, to hold a position here. I don't want to be going all in here. To a degree, anyhow. Right. We'll move. Fire and movement. That's looking pretty nice. I could actually dislodge that. Oh, well, actually, disrupt it. The thing is that I don't want to go in with one unit here. The thing is, I'm not playing with Germans. This is a play-by-email game here. We are the Soviet team. I am the Southern Soviet commander. So it's pretty interesting. Of course, we do have a number of other players over here. So you can see the Germans in the north, I mean the German team, they're really throwing most of their resources here. We have been holding them in the Ukraine for some time now, which is going well. We are starting to see the first cracks here. I'm half tempted to actually take that infantry division up and head down here. That could be nice, but then again, there's not much in the way down here. He does have the 22nd Air Landing Division though, so that's quite a strong unit. It looks like a lot of the Romanian army there, behind them. So it might be worthwhile, I suppose a single division could actually hold them up. Right. Yeah, I reckon a single division down here would make a big difference, considering that we don't really have much there. I know my Soviet World War II aircraft well, so my wife bought me one in the West. It's a fault that counts. I like it. You are right, Bo, it is a fault that does indeed count. Okay. I think we'll have our division move to the south. Not an issue, my friend. There we go. Yeah, that's a good point there. Right, have that division change its core command. Yeah, so at least we have a cavalry division here that's going to hold the rear, at least prevent the enemy from breaking out immediately. We have our forces over here to try and check the Axis advance. It's not going to do very much, but it would be nice. Now, I could have this division move in here. I'm conscious of the fact that I do need these divisions to survive. But I suppose the fact is, it's like this isn't going to do too much. It's not going to hold the Axis forces here. They are obviously going to break that out, or they're also going to destroy it anyway. So we'll see what sort of damage we could do. Perhaps. Oh, bugger it, we'll try and get in there amongst the actual enemy headquarters. We've dislodged one of them, which is very nice. I need to make it to the airfields. We'll give it a go. We'll give it a go and see if we can actually make it to the airfields. If I can make it to these airfields, it would be nice. Just in the wrong position there. I'll try somebody closer to the front line. Yep, there we go. We can actually get amongst both of them. We'll give that a go. There we go. We actually do capture some of the fuel and push them out. Yep, there we go. Very nice. We've actually dislodged a couple of our units here. Now, I could of course attempt to go further, but perhaps not the best. So what I'll do here is... I could have them move up. Yeah, I'll have this cavalry division move up to this position here. And I could try and push this further, but I don't think it is worth that. I do want to try and make sure that these troops actually do have a chance to make it out. How much time does it take to play it until 1945? Month or more daily play? Yeah, something like that. Obviously depends on one of those things of like how often you play, really. Right. I mean, I could try to get in here and really get to the airfields. I suppose the issue is they're obviously much further. We've dislodged some of their forces. It would be nice to actually get in here. It could buy some valuable time. But I think that'd be about all we do there. We've dislodged 2 headquarters and an airfield. So that's nice, at least we've done some damage there. And I do have some very weak tank divisions. They're really not much of a tank division. Okay. Just shift you up there. I'm going to shift the 218th over here. Actually, no, I'll shift the 49th Tank Division considering it's the weak force. Or at least then we don't have to worry about that. Question is, do we really... How much do we commit here to hold of a city? Because the thing is, the city is light urban, so it's really quite nice on the defense there. We do have a much better chance of holding than we otherwise would do. But I don't want to take too much away because obviously it's going to fall then. Well, would be likely to fall. I do have these infantry divisions. And the additional tank division. What we need to do then is see if we can actually bleed away from this line. To win, Germany must take Moscow and Stalin as a POW. It depends really on the actual setting. Of course, it is a victory point game. You can have something like a sudden death, I think. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what the actual victory conditions are. Right, I'm going to take the 36th Cavalry Division. Yeah, these positions are fairly weak as well. I'm going to use them to reinforce the men over here. Yeah, I mean, the 44th is really quite a strong unit. I mean, is it worthwhile having them in perhaps a reserve position? Maybe, but I don't think they'd be able to contribute too terribly much. I do have... What do we have here? I'm just looking for positioning. We don't really have... If there was a town here, that'd be a fantastic place for them. But we don't. I could actually have the flank covered by the river. We do have it covered by some strong forces here. Very strong forces. So what I'll do then is... I mean, the main thrust is going to come from probably over here. I consider that... Well, there's a panzer division there. I mean, the infantry are here. We do have a motorized division. Obviously, the SS motorized division there. But I do feel like, then again, I suppose it's the infantry that obviously do make the punches, isn't it? So it's not like I can really look at where the panzers are to decide where the main thrust is going to come, because at the end of the day, it's going to be the infantry that opened that thrust in the first bloody place, isn't it? So it's not worth trying to guess, really. We just need to try and hold as best as we can, take advantage of the terrain. Now, I actually do have a fortified position here, which is nice. I mean, if I move over here, I don't think we could contribute to a planned attack, which is just a shame. I might be able to go for like a hasty attack, but I don't think that'd be worthwhile. I think we're probably better off in something like this position here. Yeah, I'll keep them in this position. I'll place them in reserve. Then at least they can actually try and help this area here where probably the most is gonna... well, the offense is gonna come from. I do have 104th Tank Division. We also do have the 52nd Cavalry. The 104th is the strong this time round. I do have these reinforcing divisions, however, so I could use them. That seems like we actually have some partisans over here. Awesome. Yes, I'll have them moved over here. Have them assigned to command. 38th Army. There we go. Take them off the rail lines. There we go. So I'm fairly heavily reinforced this area. Do you plan to make counterattacks on if you are confident enough in their success or just defense? Well, I mean, over here we've been able to make a limited counterattack in the fact that we've been able to cut off these forces. We're not going to be able to destroy them, but we're going to at least be able to impair them. We've been able to dislodge an airfield and 2 headquarters out here, so that hopefully will be a pain in his arse. Ideally we got something nice. Okay, Axis Soviet turn. Air losses. Loss on the ground. Okay. So we might have... yeah, I don't know if this was from us, or it might have been just from the air attacks in general, but we might have knocked out some planes, at the least. Hello there, Franz Ferdinand. How you doing, my friend? Right. I'll take the 4th Cavalry Division. Have them shift up over here. Reinforce this position as well. Okay, so we do have 2 motorized divisions there, which is nice. I'd say we probably want to try and like have a little bit more of a strategic reserve here. They could join in. Yeah, this is an MP game. When did you download that amazing map? I do have a link. What I'll do is actually I'll post it on my Discord in the one of the east section, and I'll pin it. But it's a nice map. I really do like it. I mean, obviously it's in German, as you can see here by Russland. It does add a lot of details here to the map. I mean, I don't know. I like the counter mods, but people don't seem too sold on them, so I think I'll switch back to the NATO. Okay. Though it might be worthwhile just to hold here. I think we do need to keep some strength down here to prevent, like, a breakthrough here. And we have encircled a panzer corps, so that's very good. We also, yeah, so that's good. I think that's what we can do in that situation there. I need to figure out how we're going to break out here. Now, I do have a full-blown infantry division. Okay. I'm going to shift back across the river. That does enable me to bring out a Panzer division. Sorry, a tank division. So let's try and think of what we can actually amass here. Sure. Okay, pull back. Okay, I do have a division here. What I'll do then is use the 13th Tank Division as well as the 151st Rifle to reinforce the men over here. Issue is we're not too terribly close to a rail line. Do I have any additional reinforcements? I do have an additional Tank Division there. If you can call it that, it's not exactly rare infraction. Yeah, doesn't seem like we have much in the way of reinforcements. I suppose, let's see. Yeah, leaves a level 2 fortified position, so which is quite nice. I suppose ultimately it doesn't particularly matter. Though... What I could do is actually shift the airborne brigade here so I can actually draw upon the infantry, so the 193rd, which I'm going to do. So what I'll do is I'll shift here. So just shift down. So at least then we actually still hold on to our position here at the front line. But I do secure another infantry division that we could actually help to use to shore up the front here. Have them shift there. Yeah, they're not going to be terribly able to contribute to the battle. But it would be nice actually trying to shore up our numbers here. What do you think about Soviet tanks? How do they show themselves in this game? As I know, Soviet heavy tanks KV were a nightmare for the Panzerwaffe. They're very capable. I mean, this is it. They are very capable. I suppose the thing is, it's like the actual... I mean, it's like, for example, the ability to start a T-34 in winter. Stuff like that isn't going to be as noticeable, I suppose, on the whole. But I do think they were very capable tanks. I think the thing is like, the German tanks had, for the most part, I suppose, superior command and communications, at least in the earlier stages. I mean, I'm not a massive expert, so... I'm not an expert at all, so I'm not going to be able to make any sort of, like, authoritative answer on that one. But yeah, I do think, even if we can't attack, I think it's still probably the best option. So what we'll do here then is have the 193rd assigned to a local command. There we go. I'm a little bit worried here about my defense. I suppose I can't risk it considering the 197th is not in a good position by the looks. So we'll return here with the tank division. It just doesn't look as if I could risk that. I do still have another infantry division I could use, however, so at least that is something. Thankfully this one's already on the rail line. We don't have as far to go either, which is nice. Have you reassigned? I do have the 52nd Tank Division. Not very strong at all, but we'll throw it into the battle just to actually have some additional numbers there, if possible. Okay. Not massive amounts there. I'm having to really consider this one. I'm thinking, do we attack here with the hasty units first? Try and weaken their position, or do I go with the planned attack? I suppose one of them is going to be more efficient. I suppose going with the planned attack, because then at least then those units that are capable of planned attack will then be able to attack with a hasty unit. Issue is if I shift you there, I might not be able to move you back. Is there anything else I can bring to the battle here? Not easily, and they might not be able to attack that. Yeah. I think we'll just have to try and make best with what we have here. And 195th is a very capable division. I mean, even if I pull back here, I'm not going to be able to do too much with that division, and I do surrender a level 2 fortified position, which is obviously capable. Right, these units don't seem like they can move much. I'm going to move them to try and keep them alive. And did you read anything about Eastern Front, knowing about David Glantz? I've read when Titans clashed. It was a little while ago. I've read War of Garland. Again, that was a little while ago. I need to do more reading. I had a time when I was reading a lot more, but it's just trying to find the time. I'm looking to go into studies this year, so hopefully I will have vastly more time for that. Which would be nice. It'd be nice to actually do that, and it'd be a good thing. And let's take a look here. I do have a motorized division. Right, the 216th could maybe join that battle. Yeah, I really need to get into reading a lot more. Yeah, okay, let's take a look. Which is a stronger force? Yeah. Actually, you are by far. Wow. I'll use them over here then, because obviously it's going to make all the difference if they actually do manage it the first time. So I'll have you reassigned. Okay. I don't know if they'll be able to commit to a planned attack. Doesn't seem so. we'll give it a go. I don't think it'll work. Yeah, they hold. Pretty grievous casualties there. Okay, we'll give it another go. Yeah. Much the same. We'll try with these individual stacks and try to dislodge them. They are taking losses, however. Yeah, we'll not be able to dislodge them. 28th is now in ready. Oh, I do have the 32nd Cavalry. God, I wish I knew about them. But they're actually going to come in, they're going to come in extremely handy now. It's a shame, though, because I could have had them join in the attack. But we didn't know about them. Okay, I'll have them move over here. Reinforce this section of the line. There we go. Yeah, I don't think we have much in the way of options now. I think that's pretty much as far as we'll get. And I did talk about actually trying to pull back, but I think it might be a case of we'll see how we go for the turn. And depending on the situation here, I think that's going to make a lot of difference. We don't really have enough force to pull back as of yet. It's not like I can leave the line relatively intact and move back. So if I pull back here, then I don't really have the numbers to actually make it hold. So I think we'll hold another turn. Try and hold on another turn here and see how that goes. Right. Yeah. I really don't think we have much else available there. At the end of the day, we did some nice work over here, but this is also going to be pushed back. But it does expose his position to a degree. And via the bloody 299th Division, had that failed, we would have been in a great position. The issue is now, of course, the enemy is over here in force now, so that's going to be a difficult one. I'm going to have to move my headquarters here. I've moved when I could, and we are trying to batten down the hatches to a degree. I could try to put some pressure here. Though, what good that may do is unknown. Yeah. I think that's legitimately the most we can do there. I do not envy my comrades here. They have quite the task before them. And there's a large concentration of panzer divisions. And let's take a look over here then. We have 20th Panzer Division, 16th, 12th. Yeah, so we're up to 5 Panzer Divisions already, 6, 7, Probably an 8th over here if there's not already a 9th or 10th here. So that is quite the concentration of panzers there. In 1941, the Red Army was re-equipping, making tank corps, but the problem was that the tank corps had a large number of tanks, but there was little auxiliary transport, trucks, tractors, and so on. Okay. Yep, I think that's going to be where we'll leave it here for today then. So next time we do play then, what I'll do then is obviously change the counters back then to the NATO. That seems to be what people would like. And yeah, should be very interesting. I think we've done what we can here. Hopefully our team members approve. The threat is real, but I think it's one of these of I couldn't, in good conscience, pull back there without just massively exposing the line to utter destruction for the most part. I think it'd be a very, very difficult one. But indeed, okay. So, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and goodbye for now. Apologies for the weird way the actual episode started. I did have a few issues with the microphone, as per usual. Always happens when I need it to work. But indeed, until next time, goodbye for now. See you all in the future. Have a great one.